Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Slow English Learning. I'm Sarah, and I'm so happy you are with us today. Today, we'll practice 150 sentences for real conversations. These sentences sound natural, and you can use them anywhere, with friends, at work, at school, or while traveling. I'll read each sentence slowly, and after that, I'll tell you what it means or when you can use it. These sentences are more connected, not just single lines, but real words for real life. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's start speaking English together. When I meet someone new, I say, "Hi, it's nice to meet you." This is a friendly and polite way to greet someone for the first time. When I see a friend after some time, I say, "Hey, it's been a while." It shows happiness to meet them again. When someone asks how I am, I can say, "I'm doing pretty well, thanks for asking." It's more natural than just "I'm fine." If I feel tired but okay, I can say I'm a little tired but I'm good. It sounds honest and natural. When I ask about someone's life, I say, "How have you been?" It's a friendly question between people who know each other. When I want to start a small talk, I say, "So, how's everything going?" It's a soft and easy opening. If someone tells me good news, I say, "That's amazing, congratulations." It shows real happiness for them. When something surprising happens, I say, "Are you serious?" But it's a natural reaction in English. When I want to know more, I say, "Tell me more about it." It shows interest in the topic. When I didn't hear something clearly, I say, "Sorry, could you repeat that, please?" It's polite and useful in all situations. When someone gives me advice, I say, "Thanks, I'll think about it." It shows appreciation and respect. When I want to agree softly, I say, "Yeah, that makes sense." It means I understand their point. When I totally agree, I say, "You're absolutely right." It's strong agreement. When I disagree, I say, "I see your point, but I think differently." It's polite disagreement. When I need time to think, I say, let me see. It's a natural pause in conversation. When I forget something, I say, "Oh, it just slipped my mind." It's a common phrase. When I suddenly remember, I say, "Oh, right now I remember." It sounds spontaneous. When I'm not sure I say, "I'm not completely sure about that." It's careful and polite. When I need help, I say, "Could you give me a hand, please?" It means, "Can you help me?" in a friendly way. Like when I ask for something politely, I say, "Would you mind helping me with this?" It's a soft request. When someone helps me, I say, "I really appreciate your help." It sounds warm and thankful. When I want to check understanding, I say, "Do you know what I mean?" It keeps the conversation clear. When I didn't catch something, I say, "Sorry, what did you say again?" It's common and natural. When I want to be friendly, I say, "You know what, Lau? That sounds great." It shows positive energy. When I want to be polite, I say, "If you don't mind, I'd like to ask something." It's very respectful. When I want to ask for permission, I say, "Is it okay if I sit here?" It's useful anywhere. When I want to ask about plans, I say, "What are you doing this weekend?" It starts casual conversation. When I talk about plans, I say, "I'm planning to visit my family." It's simple and natural. When I'm not sure about plans, I say, "I haven't decided yet." It means I'm still thinking. When I want to suggest, I say, "Why don't we go for a coffee?" It's friendly and natural. When I accept an idea, I say, "Sure, that sounds perfect." It's positive agreement. When I reject politely, I say, "Maybe next time." It sounds kind. When I'm busy, I say, "I wish I had more time." It's gentle and true. When I'm late, I say, "Sorry, I'm running a bit late." It's polite and realistic. When I arrive on time, I say, "I made it just in time." It shows relief. When I'm early, I say, "I got here a little early." It's friendly small talk. When I start a meeting, I say, "Shall we begin?" It's polite and natural in work situations. When I finish a task, I say, "That's done." It's short and confident. When I talk about progress, I say, "I'm almost finished." It's useful daily language. When I feel confused, I say, "I don't really get it." It's simple and real. When I understand, I say, "Oh, I got it now." It's clear and friendly. When I realize something new, I say, "Now I see what you mean." It shows understanding. When I talk about learning, I say, "I'm still learning, but I'm getting better." It's positive and true for every learner. When I talk about trying hard, I say, "I'm doing my best." It means I'm working hard. When I talk about success, I say, "I made it." It means I achieved something. When I talk about failure, I say, "It didn't work out." It's a calm and natural way to say something failed. When I encourage someone, I say, "Don't give up." It gives motivation. When I support a friend, I say, "I believe in you." It's emotional and strong. When I comfort someone, I say, "It's going to be okay." It gives peace and hope. When I talk about being ready, I say, "I'm all set." It means I'm prepared. When I want to start something, I say, "Let's get started." It's energetic and natural. When I end something, I say, "That's all for today." It's a soft closing line. When I go home, I say, "I'm heading home now." It's friendly and common. When I get home, I say, "Finally, home sweet home." It's emotional and relaxing. When I talk about food, I say, "I'm starving, let's eat." It means I'm very hungry. When I enjoy food, I say, "This tastes really good." It's a common compliment. When I don't like food, I say, "It's not really my taste." It's polite and honest. When I talk about cooking, I say, "I love trying new recipes." It's positive. When I talk about sleep, I say, "I could use a nap." It means I want rest. When I wake up late, I say, "I overslept." It's common and funny. When I start the day, I say, "Time to get up and move." It's motivating. When I feel lazy, I say, "I don't feel like doing anything." It's casual and true sometimes. When I feel motivated, I say, "Let's do this." It's energetic and confident. When I talk about emotions, I say, "I'm so excited about it." It means I'm happy and looking forward. When I feel worried, I say, "I'm a bit nervous about it." It's honest. When I want to relax, I say, "I need some quiet time." It shows self-care. When I talk about stress, I say, "I'm under a lot of pressure lately." It's a real expression adults use. When I talk about relaxing, I say, "I just want to chill at home." It's casual and modern. When I talk about movies, I say, "Let's watch something fun tonight." It's friendly and spontaneous. When I talk about reading, I say, "I love books that make me think." It's thoughtful. When I talk about music, I say, "This song always lifts my mood." It's emotional and common. When I talk about travel, I say, "I'd love to visit Japan one day." It's a dream sentence. When I talk about learning English, I say, "The more I practice, the better I get." It's a fact for every learner. When I feel proud, I say, "I've come a long way." It means I've made progress. When I make a mistake, I say, "I'll do better next time." It's optimistic. When I talk about change, I say, "I'm trying to be more positive." It's self-growth. When I encourage others, I say, "You're doing great, keep it up." It's very motivating. When I see someone working hard, I say, "I admire your dedication." It's respectful. When I want to comfort, I say, "Take it easy, one step at a time." It means don't rush. When I talk about habits, I say, "I'm trying to wake up earlier." It's realistic. When I talk about goals, I say, "I want to improve my English speaking." It's personal. When I talk about practice, I say, "I speak a little English every day." It's steady progress. When I talk about confidence, I say, "I'm becoming more comfortable speaking English." It's strong motivation. When I talk about learning from mistakes, I say, "Mistakes help me grow." It's a great mindset. When I finish a talk, I say, "It was nice talking to you." It's a polite closing line. When I say goodbye, I say, "See you around." It's casual and friendly. When I end a phone call, I say, "Talk to you soon." It's warm and simple. When I wish someone well, I say, "Have a great day ahead." No, it's cheerful and kind. But when I say goodbye to friends, I say, "Take care of yourself." It's emotional and sincere. But when I wish someone good luck, I say, "All the best." So it's short and positive. So when I finish studying, I say, "That's enough for today." It means I've done enough. When I talk about English, I say, "Learning English makes me feel confident." It's true for every learner. When I end a practice, I say, "Thank you for learning with me today." It's a warm and simple ending. Well done! You just practiced 150 sentences for real English conversations. Each one useful, polite, and easy to use. Remember, fluency comes from daily speaking. Use these sentences in your real life, at work, in school, or even while talking to yourself. Every time you speak, your English grows stronger. Keep practicing, keep smiling, and never stop learning. This is Slow English Learning, helping you speak naturally, one conversation at a time.